Hey guys, normally I start this video like after I've started the game, but you guys got to see the intro to this because it's hilarious. Sakura Space! I added the announcer voice there, but like, that's amazing. They like actually kind of tried on this one. And it's a longer one, you know? They've been getting longer. I'm playing Sakura Space because it's scary. You know, space is scary in general. Like, everyone who's ever died has died in space. Like, not just astronauts, but like other people, like Confucius. He died in space, I guess. Because Earth is in space. I don't know why I went to Confucius first. And it's not like he's particularly well known for dying. I mean, he did. I guess it's something he's known for, because like he's dead now. Everyone who's ever died is known for dying. Once they die. This is the quality kind of stuff you can get from my channel. Like, if you take your helmet off in space, you'd die. Like, your eyes explode or something. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. It's not good for you. You shouldn't take your helmet off in space. Warning to the kiddos, don't do that. I guess that's a thing I have to say, even though, like, we don't go into space often. You think about space and how big it is, and then how meaningless Earth is. That's scary, right? I don't know. I'm really stretching, because there's not, like, a proper Sakura, like, Halloween, and it's almost Halloween. I'm trying to find a scary one. And it's like, it's such a missed opportunity. They don't have one yet. Like, they could... werewolves, right? Werewolves that are cat girls, right? Vampires. And succubuses. There you go. It practically writes itself. You throw an ooze monster in there at one point that tears off their clothing, because that always happens. There's always ooze in every single one of these. There's a slime girl. There's some sort of slime thing that happens. It's happened in every single one. It does not matter the setting or the conditions, there's always going to be slime. So you might as well just write it in. There's like an ooze thing that happens. It's a slime girl. I don't know. Fuck it. Not the slime. I mean, I guess people play these games so that way they can. Anyway, we're going to start the speed run now. I'm mainly doing this because I just wanted to talk crap. And more or less that's what these are for. Because, I mean, like, honestly, come on with this. Like, why do they have a swimming pool? Why are their outfits skin tight? Like, that's not how real astronauts are. They don't have skin tight outfits in space. Like, that's not bridge approved. You see, like, Picard going onto the deck wearing, like, a skin tight bikini or whatever this outfit is. Also, they all have these weird holes in their chests. Look at that. Look, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but look like right where, like, just above, well, she's holding her hand over it now because she's a bitch like that. Come on, get your hand out, move. But they all have like this hole in the middle of their stomach, and it's drawn exactly the same way, as if it's just a copy pasted model for most of this. I don't know if that's the case, but that just seems, I don't know. I'm giving the artist too much crap. Am I? No, I'm not. Anyway, so sometimes late at night, I have thoughts that keep me awake, right? Not like depressing ones. I have those too, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. Like, things that I think are really interesting and I feel like people should know. And I'm not talking about, like, things that really, like, break the mold, like that, you know, really are gonna change the way life works or anything. I'm talking about dumb crap. If you watch the Dick Swirly video, which did get demonetized, I mean, fair enough on that one. Like, talking about a dick blowjob is, or like a toilet blowjob. I guess every dick blowjob is a blow. She was smiling and she immediately started shooting. Anyway, fair enough on that one, YouTube. That one probably isn't advertiser friendly. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Things that I think late at night. It keeps me awake. So I've got a few that I'm going to talk about. First off, sports, right? I was talking about this the other day on Twitter, and my hand's starting to get tired, so I'm going to switch where I'm putting it. There we go. Just got to have the lesbian stuff going on, because that's the kind of high-quality fetish stuff we're doing here. Really, it's just a well-made series. I had a friend tell me that it's not gay to watch that, and it's like, dude, lesbians are gay. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And furthermore, what makes them lesbians is that they're into girls and not dudes. So, like, why are you getting all excited? You're not going to get involved. What the fuck? Also, ooze, you know how I mentioned that? It's in this one too. They're in space. What is that about? Anyway, sports, right? Golf. Boring sport. Could be made better. What if instead of clubs, they had to, like, pick up the ball in their mouth and lay down and then spit it towards the goal, right? The hole, I should say, not the goal, because, I mean, it's a hole, but we're just going to ignore all the fetishes that are going on right now and just sort of just roll with this. And I talked about this on Twitter, so if you've already heard these jokes, thoughts, whatever you want to call them, sorry. I'm reusing them for posterity? Something like that. I have a bit of a headache. I think I'm a little hungover because I had a headache last night. I think it's because I'm sick, but I decided to cure it by drinking vodka. And then I realized that Advil exists and that was probably not a smart solution to my problem. Anyway, so yeah. Everything else is the same. Like, the caddies still carry around, like, the golf clubs and stuff. But, like, instead of using them, they just, like, if things get violent. Because I'd imagine things would get really violent. Like, if you're spending, like, months on a golf course, because I think it's, like, hours to do, like, a proper 18 holes, right? Like, I'd imagine it would take longer if you're only spitting the ball, like, a couple of inches and you're taking turns and everyone has to get up and stand up and lie down and... So, I would imagine the golfers would just fall asleep on the field, and then just, like, people would just be waiting for them to putt, because they would assume that they're putting, like, they're lining up a shot, and so just the crowd and the announcers are just all staring at a guy sleeping. I think that's awesome. Anyway, another one. Bowling. Really boring, right? Could be made better by adding blindfolds and spinning them, like it's a piñata or like a, pin the tail on the donkey thing, and then everyone goes at the same time. Someone pointed out that would be really dangerous, and I pointed out that that's the point. It would have crowd participation, sort of like The Price is Right, where people are like telling the person that the blender is like $800, and the person's like, I don't know, and then they end up going with $800, and then everyone just kind of stares at them because that's a dumb thing. Blenders are not $800. You're an idiot if you think a blender costs $800, or you're buying really expensive blenders. And let me tell you, you can go to Target and you can get a blender for like $20. I mean, you can go to other places other than Target. You could go to, like, I don't know, like Walmart or pretty much anywhere. Blenders just aren't $800. Rowing teams, but they're also jousting, right? Competitive rowing jousting. And you can switch out who's jousting at any time. I think we're coming close to the end of the game, so I got to fill in the last couple. Fencing, but with fanoodles that are wet, and it doesn't stop until someone starts crying. And yeah, there we go. That's one. Football, but they have to pretend like they don't care. And if you actually score a point while it looks like you're actually trying to, you don't get the point. You get more points the less it looked like you meant to do it. Yeah, that's a good one. And then the teams would be like, it was a good game, but and they tried really hard, but we ended up eking out a win. And then the other team is, like, really offended because, like, trying hard is obviously not the point, and so it's just offensive to say that the other team tried hard. They're like, what the fuck? What? Why are you talking shit? We didn't try at all. We weren't trying at all, man. Anyway, that's the end of Sakura Space. I hope you enjoyed it. And also the end of my rant, I guess. I'm going to link the Dick Swirly thing that I was talking about as well at the end of this video, right around now. So you can actually, like, click on that and watch that if you want to hear more thoughts of me late at night. But yeah, that's Sakura Space. I have a bunch of other speedruns that I've done. I think that time was good. We're going to have to check in the post footage to see. I'm going to go now. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!